Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to my channel. My name is Dawn, and this channel is Dawn Does Keto. This channel is all about my accountability and my personal journey on the ketogenic diet. On Tuesdays, I do an update video. I kind of tell you about my week, any struggles and successes that I may have had, and I do a weigh-in on every Monday morning, which is in my Tuesday morning video. So as you all know, I went away this last weekend. I was gone for 4 days. I left on Thursday and I came home on Sunday. And this was a girls' trip. It was a celebration of our 50th birthdays. So I just want to kind of give you guys a quick rundown of how I did over the week before I give you the final update on my weigh-in. So this entire section is just going to be one big struggle and success. So that's really all we're going to talk about today, just because I have so many days to go over. So Thursday was the day that we left. I got up in the morning and I made myself a fat coffee and I added some blueberry super coffee to that just to give it some flavor. And I sipped on that while we were traveling. There were 8 of us girls going down to the cabin and there were 4 of us in my car. So I sipped on my coffee on the way down. It was about a 3-hour drive. Basically didn't have anything else for breakfast or lunch. Around dinner, we decided to go to Old Dutch. It was like an Amish buffet. Had I ordered something off of the menu, I would have gotten a little tiny piece of meat, and then the only sides they had were like super carby sides like noodles and mashed potatoes and different things like that. So I went ahead and got the buffet. With the buffet, I did have a salad. I had 3 different kinds of meat. I ate turkey, I had some shredded beef, and I had some pork loin. And they also had shaved Brussels sprouts. So one thing I will say, I did have a couple off-plan items over the course of the weekend, but for the most part, I did stay keto. I just ate a lot of food, and I did eat a lot of veggies this weekend that I don't normally eat. So I had Brussels sprouts, fried Brussels sprouts, and those were delicious with my meal. So I had the 3 meats, the salad, and the Brussels sprouts. Now, where my off-plan item came in with this meal was every buffet order came with a slice of pie. And I really debated on whether or not to have, it came with a slice of pie and ice cream. And I really debated on whether or not to even have the pie. I had her go ahead and bring me a slice of blackberry pie, and I told her no ice cream. I can have keto chow ice cream any day that I want. So to me, having that ice cream was not a treat, and it wasn't something that I couldn't just have any time. So I decided not to have the ice cream. I had the slice of pie. I did not eat any of the crust, and I took about 3 bites of the blackberry filling that was in the center. You got to pick which kind you wanted, and I got blackberry. So I ate 3 bites out of that. So that was my first off keto or off-plan thing that I had. Again, it was about 3 small bites. Just wanted to taste it, and it was good, but it wasn't like, oh my gosh, this is fabulous, I have to eat it. So I left most of it on the plate. Also on Thursday evening, I had my first adult beverage. I only had 2 over the course of the weekend. One was on Thursday night. What I did was I took a keto chow shake. It was snickerdoodle, and basically what I added to it was a shot of peanut butter whiskey. It wasn't a ton of alcohol, but that doesn't really matter. Any alcohol will take you basically out of fat burning because your body has to deal with the alcohol. So I did have an adult beverage on Thursday evening. Now on Friday, we woke up and my friend Christy made big like Belgium waffles for everybody. Of course, I did not want to have Belgium waffles. I can have keto chow waffles any day of the week that I would like. I just took the cinnamon egg like wraps that my friend Jackie had brought me, and I warmed them up. I put a little bit of butter on those, and I sprinkled some pumpkin pie spice on them, and I rolled them up, and that was what I had for breakfast with my coffee. So still something a little bit sweet, but definitely did not have the waffles. They had a ton of toppings for the waffles too. They had like whipped cream and strawberries, peanut butter, obviously syrup, like all kinds of stuff. So I was able to have something sweet and just not have the waffles. On Friday, we also went horseback riding. and that was in the morning. We weren't sure if we were going to be able to, because in the morning it was raining pretty hard, but that did let up, and it was just basically at a sprinkle when we made it out to horseback riding. So that was super fun. So something else that was really different for me this weekend was we ate a lot, and we ate basically, it felt like continuously all day. I usually only eat 1 or 2 meals a day, but we would have, breakfast, lunch, dinner, and there was snacking in between. So that was a definite struggle. But we did like a charcuterie board, which was great because it was just meats, cheeses, olives. They did have crackers, but of course, I didn't have any crackers. There was also fruit, and I did have some fruit. I had a couple strawberries, a couple blackberries, and some grapes with my charcuterie board on Friday afternoon. On Friday evening, we ordered from a local pizza place. I told you that I had 2 things I would consider off keto, and that was the second thing that was off keto. I ate 2 slices of pizza on Saturday night. I was pretty happy with that because I can eat a lot of food, you guys. If I had been on this trip any other time in my journey, I probably would have just binge ate that pizza, and I didn't. I only ate the 2 slices, so I was pretty pleased with that decision. Then we had a bonfire, and we were sitting around the fire on Friday night. I had another drink, basically the same thing I had the night before, which was part of a keto chow shake with a shot of whiskey in it. There was also tons of snacking. So there were cookies, chips, candy, crackers, all kinds of stuff. And of course, sitting around the fire, there was s'mores. But I had made myself some keto chow fat bombs. They were a combination of chocolate toffee and chocolate peanut butter. And I also put some walnuts in them. And I made those before we left. So while we were sitting around the fire, I had some of those fat bombs. I had my drink. I had some peanuts, cashews, and I also ate some sugar-free pickles. My friend Robin had brought me a couple jars of sugar-free gherkins. She brought me 2 jars. I ate both jars completely this weekend, ate both jars, gone. Another struggle that I really struggled with as far as the snacking this weekend was my issue with peanut butter. You guys all know I love me some peanut butter. It's so good. I ate an entire jar of peanut butter over the course of the weekend. So that was definitely another struggle for me. On Saturday morning, we got up and my friend Carrie made everybody biscuits and sausage gravy. Again, I didn't really want to have biscuits and sausage gravy, so I ate a ratio yogurt that morning and just had my fat coffee, and I was fine with that. On Saturday, we were supposed to go zip lining, and in our area and down where we were at, there were very high winds. There was high wind advisories, and even back home, we had tons of trees down, limbs down. Our siding started coming off of our garage. It was super windy, so they canceled our zip lining tour because of the high wind advisory. So we were pretty bummed about that. We decided as a group just to go ahead and go out, do some shopping, grab something to eat, and just hang out together. And we still made the best of it, had a wonderful time, lots of laughs. We went to a restaurant called the Hungry Buffalo. I ordered a salad, so I had that. Again, lots of veggies, lots of greens this weekend. I had beef tips, and then it came with another side, and I got green beans. Now, green beans, if you guys have been following my channel, is not one of my favorite veggies, and these green beans in particular weren't really that good. I ate 2 of them, and that was it. I was like, no. And I just ate my beef tips. Now, unfortunately for me, that wasn't enough food. If I'm going to eat meat, I need a pretty large portion of meat, and that wasn't enough. So when we got back to the cabin that evening, there was a lot of snacking going on. Another snack that I had brought was some buffalo chicken dip, and I brought celery, I brought cucumbers, and I brought pork rinds to dip in the buffalo chicken dip. So that was something that I was frequently snacking on over the weekend. Again, not reaching for a candy bar or cookies or anything like that, but trying to stay keto, but still snacking more than I should have. And again, lots of veggies. So my main snacks this weekend were peanut butter, buffalo chicken dip with the veggies and the pork rinds, just peanuts in general, the keto chow fat bombs. I had also made a keto chow pudding. I had that and I ate that. And I think that's about it. That's everything that I snacked on. Other than having that one couple bites of that pie on Thursday night, I did not have any other treats or snacks that were not keto. That's about everything. I really felt like I did a decent job. Any other time, again, like I said, on this journey in the past, I would have probably just gone off the rails. There were just so many things there to eat and snack on that I could have had. The fact that I only had 2 items that were, considered off plan, I thought I did very well. Again, I ate a lot of food this weekend. That was definitely a struggle. But then Sunday, so this is a success. Sunday we got up and we were getting ready to come back home, and I just decided, I know it's like technically the last day of our trip, but I am going right back on plan. That was one of my biggest concerns, not only not feeling well over the course of the weekend, but also just being able to get myself right back on track. As far as not feeling good, the night that we had pizza, which was Saturday night, I did end up getting a little bit of a headache before we went to bed, and I had a little bit of heartburn. That did affect me a little bit in a negative way. But other than that, because I didn't eat a lot of off-plan things, I really didn't feel, I felt full a lot, like very kind of bloated just because of eating so much, but not like terrible. But back to Sunday, I decided we're going home today, and even though we're all still together, I am getting right back on track today. So when we got up Sunday morning, some of the girls were having like English muffins and bagels and things like that for breakfast. I had just made my fat coffee and decided I was just going to have that. I drank that on the way home, on the drive home. And then when I got home last night, I just had a keto chow shake. So yesterday I was just like kind of trying to just get myself back into the swing of things and getting back on track as far as getting off of that constant snacking mentality. So yesterday I was completely right back on track. Today is Monday. I haven't had anything yet to break my fast. It is almost 12 o'clock and I am going to make myself a coffee. I have a busy day. Me and my daughter-in-law are going shopping for my granddaughter's birthday coming up. I already went over to help my father-in-law and my mother-in-law this morning. I have something going on basically every day this week, so it's right back to my crazy schedule after having this amazing weekend with my friends. I'm happy that I was able to moderate and have a couple things that were off plan, but for the most part, I stayed keto the entire weekend. With that being said, I got up this morning and I weighed in at 174.2. So definitely a gain. I am up about 2.5 pounds, 2.4 pounds to be exact. That stinks, not gonna lie. It is definitely expected. I did not expect to come home and even maintain and definitely not have a loss. But I was so close to the 160s and now I feel like I'm so far away again. And this week we have Easter. I plan on staying keto for Easter. I don't usually have an issue with that. I'll have the meat and I'll have the veggies. I'll make like a cauliflower bake. I'll make deviled eggs. My plan is definitely to stay keto for Easter. Drop a comment down below. Are you planning on staying keto for Easter? Are you planning on having an off-plan day, an off-plan meal? Whatever you decide, that's totally fine because this is your journey and you have to do what is best for you and what is sustainable for you. I know that this is a short video, but I hope you all go have a great week and we will see you in the next one.